Okay, guys, episode 3, Brandon Ollie. Introduce yourself.
Name is Brandon Ellie. Known Ryan since I was a little kid,
Yeah,
but we became friends in like grade 8 when we had the same class. And moved on from there. I play soccer. Played soccer for I want to say 15 years now.
it's
Going
really.
well. Yep.
Yes, how's that going? I know you're in talks with some schools.
Yeah. So I've talked to a few schools, but I've committed to this one in Toronto, like an hour from Toronto. A couple of my buddies are going there, so it should be fun.
That's so sick.
Yep.
So what's that gonna look like? You leave in August or so?
Yeah, I leave early August, and then we start preseason, and then the season starts like end of August, and it's a quick, short season.
So what's preseason? Is that just like
Preseason
ranking?
would No, preseason would be like just training and exhibition
Mm,
games
okay.
against like other universities or even like some NCAA universities, like
Yeah.
Division 2 universities. Um, yeah, so just a bunch of training, and then that's really it.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
so what kind of went into the decision to go there? Like obviously, how was the recruiting
Um,
process? Like was it
well, I
tough?
started like looking around here because I want to stay closer to home.
Hmm.
Um, the universities here, like for soccer, aren't the greatest, except for like I'd say UVic or UBC,
Yeah.
and then those are obviously hard schools to get into. Like I haven't heard back from UBC, and their team has like a 70-man roster.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like uh, unrealistic to play.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, UBCO, very realistic because they weren't as good of a team.
Hmm.
Coach was being a bit weird, like didn't really work out. So okay, I have to start looking at other places. Downloaded recruiting app, got into the recruiting app there for the American ones. That one doesn't work at all. And American schools are so expensive with like
Yeah.
because you're an international student from Canada, US dollar. It's like you end up paying like even if you get a scholarship, you'll still pay like 30 grand.
Yeah.
And then um I was looking at like the ones in Ontario because there's a bunch of universities in Ontario and like that division, it's a hard division for soccer, but the schools are a bit easier to get into.
Mm.
Like the one I go to is a small school, it was really easy to get into. Um they knew a couple coaches at my that I like coached me at Langley, and they started talking to them, and then one of my buddies committed there, and then I started texting the coach and he was like, yeah, come down for a visit, like we like what we've seen through your highlights and all that. So went there with my mom and I trained with the team, got a tour, all that stuff, and then he was like, yeah, like we're happy to move forward with you, like it'd be great. And then from there is like the tuition of this school is like the lowest in Canada.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
lovely.
it was like more of an easier decision for my parents. They're like, okay, that's good for us. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to pay as much, obviously. And then as long as you're happy, like I was like, yeah, it should be fun. Like a couple of my buddies are going, so because that was my biggest concern, like not knowing anyone.
Yeah.
Like obviously you have the team, but it's like you go there and you're like, I don't know anyone. Like you have to restart basically.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of nice to know people.
Yeah, that's dope. So what do you think is like the biggest contributing factor to getting you to where you are now? Is it just hard work or is there other like strategies and stuff you kind of tapped into?
Um, I would say like nowadays, obviously the hard work's like probably one of the most main things in sports, but like honestly, like you got to start early because like if it's too late, then you're like too late and you're stuck like somewhere else. And also like you got to like I don't want to say like network, but like you got to like know people. Like
Hmm.
nowadays, it's a lot of like who knows who and stuff like that. So like if you know a lot of people, like having like coaches that knew that coach at that school obviously helped a lot because he would have never heard of us.
Yeah.
Like he would have no idea. Because nowadays it's like when they're looking at players, they don't like, especially in the USA. I've heard they hate recruiting Canadian players.
Yeah.
So it's really hard in that sense. But yeah, I'd say like try and know as many people as you can and just find ways. Because like really, it's like it is a small world. Like you would be surprised who knows who, and
Yeah.
it can really help you like throughout getting into university and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I think one of the things with recruiting from America is like it just even if I was like an American coach, I would never. Like it just makes no sense. Why would you
Yeah.
recruit? You're gonna have kids who are look equally good. You can
Hmm.
either pick one from your hometown where you can go watch them, or you
Yeah.
can pick one from
Exactly.
1,000 miles away who might be playing against horrible competition.
Exactly. And you have like if you're looking at it, you're like, okay, like I seen this kid highlight tapes, but your highlight tapes obviously like everyone looks amazing, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, they have to either fly down, and then if you're willing to pay for that, like the schools in Canada are actually really good about that. Like they paid for everything when I came down, like hotel, food. They paid for half the flight, and then when you commit, they pay for the other half. So
Mm,
basically, for me to that university, it was a free trip,
yeah,
right? And then, but like the American ones, that's I know some of them like don't do that,
yeah,
especially if they're like D2 or D3. Maybe the D1s do,
yeah,
but yeah, it's like it's a lot. Like I would, if I was an American coach, I would never recruit Canadian because we have less population than what California.
yeah,
Like just look in a different state or something. Like
yeah,
it's not worth it.
yeah, I agree. So what do you think, like how do you what is your kind of opinion on the mental game side of soccer? Like how much have you kind of gotten involved with that and do you use it to your advantage?
Mm, I know lots of people are like really like focused on like mental and stuff like that. Like for me, it was kind of just like some days you're like, oh, I don't want to train, like I don't want to do this,
Yeah.
like I just no energy. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like you're trying to get somewhere, so you just have to know like, oh, I got to put in the work now because it'll pay off later.
Hmm.
And like especially the fact knowing that you've been doing this like since you're a kid, and then one day it's like I know people that have been playing soccer for so many years, and now they're like, it's like, oh, what university are you going to? They're like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on school, like I'm done with soccer. And I was like, oh damn, it's crazy. It's been
Yeah.
like 14 years. It's like at least try to play a bit longer, right?
Yeah.
And use it as like a tool for university, like
Yeah.
kind of like what we're doing here. Like you got into that university, you're gonna study a bit, you play what you love, and
Yeah.
then come back home or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's big, especially because like, maybe in Canada it's a little different just because it's going to be hard to get into pretty much all the schools. Like none of the schools up here are
Hmm.
really easy to get into
No, they're not.
other than like, Douglas or whatever,
Yeah, and
but
those are like colleges, and like the division for that is like a different division for
yeah,
soccer. So,
exactly. So if you want to play a good soccer or good at any sport at a university, like you're going to need to be really smart.
hmm,
America, you don't. Like there you can always find
they
a
don't care.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can always find a school that's just not either not going to care or just have super low like academic
yeah,
standards. So I think, I mean, it's kind of a perfect fit because you're going into dental. So it's kind of
hmm,
big for you to have good academics, and I'm
yeah,
don't really care about school, so it's kind of
yeah.
perfect. But yeah, I think one of the big things for me especially is like I've started to really like focus on like self-belief and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And the difference between like my game a year ago and my game now is not like hugely different, but the practice is so much different. Like I just
Yeah.
actually really enjoy practicing now,
Hmm.
and I really take pride in my practice. And it doesn't. I don't feel like I have to like force myself to go out
Yeah, it's
anymore.
not like a chore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've just really like um, there's this book called The Law of Attraction, and I've
Hmm.
gotten like really deep into the law of attraction and like full self belief and speaking things into existence and stuff. And at first, I thought it was like so corny. I was like, that's some voodoo crap. But
Yeah.
like, it's actually like the greatest thing I've ever done. And I've tried to put like all my buddies on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just it's crazy how it works. And I think like when I saw that Ronaldo had alluded to it, but not technically like said he'd like really been into the law of attraction, but said things that are kind of connected to it. McGregor obviously talked about reading the book.
Hmm.
Like tons of these like really good athletes, and that's when I was like, damn, like there's clearly something there.
Yep.
So I think that's like a huge thing. And I think for every sport, like it's mainly mental
Yeah.
because you could be a boxer, but if you're scared in the ring and you're not fully confident or you didn't have the self like drive to train, you're not going to be good.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I think that's like such a huge part in sports.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it is interesting. I think it's going to be crazy that all of the boys are like totally separated.
Totally. Like at like when we first started grade 12, we're like, guys, let's all go to UBCO. Like
Hmm.
it'd be great. Like we're all up there in the Okanagan. So many people. It's some parties, whatever. Like you're in Kelowna, right?
Yeah.
And then like when it started coming down closer and closer, and we were like applying for universities, is like okay, like Matthew got into UBC Vancouver for solder, which is like
Business.
prestigious program. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, yeah, Matthew, you're gonna go there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Then we're like, then James's dad is really big on like him getting into med school like early. So like you can go do programs in like Ireland, Australia. They cost a lot, but like you become doctor in like 5 years.
Yeah.
So that made sense for him too, because his dad's willing to do that, and like maybe he isn't, like he wasn't really too big on it.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was like, okay, I want to play soccer. And then this coach at that school, UBCO, they've won one game last season. I was like, okay, surely I get on the team. And he was just being really weird and like said like he has too many players already, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, whatever. Then Christian's parents told him like, oh, I think it's better if you do college for the first few years. It's way cheaper, which makes perfect sense
Yeah.
because that's probably something I would look into as well. Like it's like half the price,
Hmm.
and then go into university after. Akash, I'm not too sure what he's doing. I know Ryan got into UBCO,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're kind of like we're looking at it. We're like, damn, we're like we all might be at a different university, like
Yeah.
all separated,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to think. Like
Yeah.
I think eventually we'll come back. It'll take a couple years, but we'll all end up back in the same area for sure, because
Hmm.
like everyone comes back home eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. It'll be weird. And it'll be, I think it'll
yeah,
be super cool because it could be like 6 years from now and we could all be like, oh yeah, surely we end up in the same area.
yeah,
But James could be stuck in Europe.
yeah. Maybe he loves it.
Matthew
Yeah,
might get a job in Ontario. You might
yeah.
be doing playing pro soccer or be a soccer coach somewhere.
Yeah, like
Like it.
literally anything could happen. There's like so
Yeah.
many pathways and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of scary. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of like it's like bittersweet. It's like
Hmm.
when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to like graduate high school. Like it's been so much fun. Like obviously we talk about like, oh, we don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school, but like it's not like super hard, and it's also like, bro, everyone's there. It's like so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I think it'll be hard. I think the one thing with school is it's like I hate school. I hate
hmm
school so much, but the things that are like lunch, after school,
yeah, spare.
spare, and then like in between blocks,
hmm
like I'd go to school every day for that,
Yeah,
right? Because that's
that's the
obviously
like
like the
it's one of
fun
like the main
parts.
reasons people come to school is just like the experience, like the interactions with other people,
Yeah,
like just
exactly.
keeps them going. But
Yeah.
like imagine going to school where you don't know anyone, like or university that you don't know anyone, like kind of like you, like you're
Hmm.
going to Texas. Obviously, you'll have your golf team and you'll get super close to them and you'll meet new people. But it's just like you're basically restarting
Yeah.
like school over again.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a sport and you're going to a school far away without a sport, I feel like it'd be super difficult. Like
Yeah.
you're just like thrown into a room with some people and then you're like, okay, start
Yeah.
from here. I don't have any sports, no connection to anyone.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you're just like sitting there studying.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I don't
and
know.
if you're not an outgoing person, then it's a bit rough.
Yeah. I think it would be hard, especially because like if you don't find like-minded people, like what you're
hmm
just a loner for
Yeah,
4 years, like I don't know, I
yeah.
can't
Well, I
imagine.
know people that have like one of my buddies went to he's 07. He went to Lethbridge University for soccer.
Okay, yeah.
I was walking on the field and I saw him and I was like, oh, he's actually Mr. Main's son at
At
our
our
school.
school?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and I was talking, I was like, oh, like, aren't you at Lethbridge? He's like, yeah, but it's just not for me. Like, we play soccer for 3 months, and then out there they don't do anything else. Like, it's literally just school, and it's like super boring out there. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, I'm taking a year off and just traveling the world. I was like,
Wow.
wow, good for
Yeah.
you. I was like, good for you. That's crazy. But yeah, so for some people it's just not for them. But like, I guess you have to see,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What are your goals? Like what's your plan? Because like I know you're
Well,
going for soccer obviously,
hmm
but what's it gonna
hmm
look like after?
Well, I was thinking I'd play at least 2 years for sure. I mean, you get 5 years of eligibility.
Okay.
So I was thinking I'd at least play 2 years, and then maybe I stay a third. There's a very possible chance I stay a third. Just depends on everyone else like there that I'm with, because I have a couple buddies from my team.
Yeah.
I'll see what they do, but I was thinking I got to transfer back so I can graduate from a higher up school.
Yeah.
Because when you transfer to a different school and graduate from there, it actually doesn't say like where you started. It just
Mm,
says the school you graduated from.
okay.
So if I were to transfer back to even UBCO, which would I could even play on their team. At that point, they'd definitely like take me after playing 3 years in Ontario
Yeah.
or whatever, and then I could play there, even like finish my eligibility, and then get my undergrad, and then have to get into dental school, but that's very difficult. So
So you have to go 4 years of university and then
four
go to
years
dental school?
undergrad, Bachelor of Science, and then into dental school
That
for
is,
another like four,
dude. You're going to school for eight
and
more
then that'll get
years.
you like that you become a dentist. So that
So you go
you'll pass
straight.
the assistant and you'll be a dentist, or
Okay.
you can be a hygienist assistant, whatever.
Yeah.
Make a little bit less and then go back if you want to. But I would just think, yeah, just go straight to dentist. And then if I want to go back and become an orthodontist, which
Mm,
I think would take another 4, but the money increase is insane on that one.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and maybe I don't like it and it never works out and I do like physiotherapy or
Yeah.
something. Like that's always my backup option.
Yeah, because I guess if once you get your 4 years, your first 4 years done,
Hmm.
if you were to say, I don't want to be a dentist anymore, you could still
Yeah.
switch. Okay.
They're like for Bachelor of Science, it's like a big
Very
kind of
broad.
opens everything for you,
Hmm.
right? Like you can go into kin, you can go into sports med, like there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. What's your greatest accomplishment so far? In soccer, I mean.
In soccer, mm, I I'd say like probably like to this point we're signing for the university,
Yeah,
like
I guess, yeah.
because like playing university soccer in Canada is like really difficult, and then like the fact that I've been given the opportunity to do this is probably my greatest accomplishment. Like obviously there's been like trophies and medals that we've won along the way, but like this is like the big step. So
Yeah.
like getting to this point, like if I went to a college or something like here, then I'd say it wouldn't be my greatest accomplishment because it wouldn't be like it wasn't my first choice.
Yeah.
But like going playing in the Ontario U Sports League and stuff like that, it's like a pretty huge accomplishment for me.
Yeah. That is pretty dope. And I guess it's also like it's just opening a full new chapter.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's wild to think that we went to high school for 4 years, or like 3.5 now, and
Mm-hmm.
it felt like forever. And
Mm-hmm.
we still have like we're gonna be another 4 plus. Well, you might be an 8.
Yeah, for some people it might be another 12, like your
Yeah.
whole school life, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just what you choose.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Hmm.
So this is the last question. I'm trying to
Okay,
ask most people this. If you died tomorrow and you only had 30 seconds to say something to the world, what wisdom would you leave to the world?
30 seconds to say something to the world.
Yeah, your best advice.
I would say take risks because if you don't take risks, then you're nothing. Like you'll
Yeah.
never know what will happen. Like what if I did that? Like what if? That's like the biggest thing. Like
Hmm.
what if I did that? Well, just do it. See what happens. Like what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You know? It's just kind of like living by that like throughout your whole life like why don't I just do it? Like big deal. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like it's really like that cuz like the whole sports thing, all this even like in school like sure that class is hard but just take it like maybe it'll help you in the future like what if, right? You
Hmm.
know? So just taking that risk, you know.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.